Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Hello.
Raw Review Recap. Whatever. Welcome to bullshit Raw Review Recap. Whatever. Welcome to bullshit Raw Review Recap. Whatever.
If it's not, then
Okay.
that's
The reason we weren't on yesterday, we were
If it's
going to do
not, then
LFG,
that's-
and we had some mic issues. The reason we weren't on yesterday, we tried to stream, and we weren't getting... You weren't able to hear us. We had done a little bit, probably about half hour, and somebody popped on and said that they couldn't hear us. So we wound up getting a new cord, and that wound up not being the problem. It was like a complete reboot of the system.
Yeah, we got it though.
But we got it working. So now we know another thing to troubleshoot if it happens again.
Yeah.
So, we got a couple things lined up, troubleshooting that we can go with. But we do need to get into this because...
Do you have Twitch? I just want to make absolutely sure that can be heard. Do you have it on your thing?
I think
I'd rather be safe.
Hold on. Give me a sec.
I'd rather be safe than sorry.
I got it already. Give me a sec.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Turn it off.
I got it already.
Alright, we're good. I just wanted to make absolutely sure.
Okay. Now. Already got it, Knight Rider. Sit the hell down. Not a chance in hell. Anyway. Okay, guys. I'm CK.
I'm Tofari.
Knight Rider.
We're going to get into this because Tafari over here has got kickboxing at like, what, 5:30? So we got to be off by 5.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to run through this as fast as we can. There's not too much stuff, but we need to at least try to keep on some kind of path, and we like to wander. So, we had Monday Night Raw last night, the 17th, 2025, Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm going to bring this up, and I already showed him. I forgot to show you. Everybody's talking about it. There's like, I don't know if you call it memes, but like pictures up. Seth Rollins, they're calling his apple pie shirt because it was all like lacy. Like, if you look at it later. You'll. They're calling it his apple pie shirt. Looked like an apple pie. Anyway, Sammy started the show off. They showed like Finn Balor coming to the ring or coming into the arena. A couple other ones. It really wasn't that big of a deal, but we normally don't bring it up. But when they talk about Seth, and we all know Seth's clothes.
He's got some fashion designers working on his shit.
And then you have his apple pie. I had to bring up the apple pie.
Like, he knows exactly what he's doing. I respect the hell out of that. I really do.
But it started off, Sammy started the show, which I don't think anybody saw that coming. I think we should have expected it, but I figured it would have been like another, like...
Cecil.
Are you okay over there, mister?
Eating stuff off the floor.
Probably, yeah. Anyway,
I expected to like have a Titantron going on maybe or something like that, but not in person.
Yeah.
But Sammy started the show off. You know, everybody's cheering for Sammy, you know.
No, he's like, these last few weeks they've sucked, but damn, that feels good.
Yeah.
You know, talking to the fans.
You know, he's like rubbing his neck. So, I mean, you can tell he's in pain.
Yeah. He's fine, but once again, selling the story.
You know. And then he's like, you know, you think of the history between me and Kevin. You know, we've always been best of friends or worst of enemies, but our careers have always been tied together.
Yeah,
you know, from the independents to NXT to the main roster to every other organization we've been in.
To main eventing WrestleMania.
Yeah, we've always been together.
You know, and during that long of a journey, there's going to be betrayals. There's going to be a lot of forgiving and forgetting. But this time, there is no forgiving. There is no forgetting.
I tried to end my career.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, but you messed up. Yeah. You have one problem with what you did. You didn't end it. You didn't finish the job.
Yeah. You tried in my career, but you didn't. And I'm not going to pretend that I'm 100% because I'm not. but I'm gonna see you in Toronto. And then Adam Pearce shows.
Yay! I was so happy.
Yeah,
But-
we actually got him 2 times in one night. It was kind of
Yeah, and I
impressive.
missed the other one. Like, I didn't put it down, but I
Yeah.
think it was just him.
Just during. No, I think it was during.
Oh, he did show up. He came out to.
Jay. I think it was Jay and Gunther.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
Came out there trying to help break them up. But it again, it goes to the whole thing of when you see Adam Pearce on a show, it's a magical moment.
It really is.
And I know that sounds absolutely horrible, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Pearce showed up. It's like when a new wrestler shows up, you don't quite know who they are, but you've heard stories about them.
Exactly.
Like Jordan Grace when she showed up on NXT, you know, when Alexa Bliss showed back up at Royal Rumble. Adam Pearce is like that every week. It's like, oh, Pearce showed up! Pearce is doing his job! Anyway,
But yeah, he shows up and he's like, Sammy.
everybody has told you no.
Yeah. I told you no. Nick Aldis told you no.
The
The
board
board.
told you no.
The medicals has told you no. You're not even medically cleared. You shouldn't even be in this ring, so I can't sanction your match.
I'm not going to give you your match in Toronto.
Yeah.
That's it. And he starts to walk away. And Sammy's still kind of like talking to the ring. Like, I'm doing this at Elimination Chamber.
Whether
and
you...
he's like, Sammy, let me tell you this. If we do this match the way you want this match, nobody's there to stop Kevin Owens from wrapping a chair around your neck. Nobody's there from stopping him, beating you up and down every aisle, beating you on the concourse, beating you in the parking lot. Nobody's there to stop him.
And then Sammy gets out of the ring, goes down to Nick Alden's like, I know what this match means. It means that if I want to wrap a steel chair around Kevin Owens' face, you can't stop me. If I want to beat Kevin Owens up and down concourse, you can't stop me. If I want to end Kevin Owens' career, you can't stop me.
Yeah, and finally, he's like,
exactly.
Fine, you want this? You want this? I can't give you this match. So here's what we're going to do. You have your match.
But it's unsanctioned.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, the crowd was like booing at him the whole time that he was like, I'm not giving you this match.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was nice. You know, but then we, and I didn't catch this. I had to, like, go back because they were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed Judgment Day backstage.
Uh-huh.
Carlito, one of the first things you hear from Judgment Day is like, can somebody give me their credit card? I gotta get this DLC.
I remember that.
It was such a blowaway moment. You kind of skim over it, and everyone's talking about that Carlito's not in it. You have to get the DLC to get Carlito, and Carlito can't play as himself, so he wants the DLC so he can play Carlito. I don't know if that's true.
I believe that.
But
I 100% believe that.
He's like, can I have your credit card? I need to get the DLC. So,
But obviously, Dom is back there. He's talking to Liv. He's like, I'm worried about you guys because, word on the street is Bianca and Naomi are out here looking for revenge because of what they saw last week,
and
whatever.
she's like, don't worry about it. We got this. Mm-hmm. We got a tag match or tag title match coming up. We got them. Which we find that out later on in the night, but they kind of bring it up there. But it kind of, again, it's one of those moments they kind of skim over. Like, they only bring it up like that one little time. And then she's like, but you've been doing such a good job. Judgment Day is doing really good.
Yeah.
With you helping and
I'm really proud of you, being a big manly man, stepping up for the Judgment Day,
being all sexy. And he's like, I am all that. And he's like, but Finn's not listening.
Yeah, it's like I wish Finn would see that. Not the sexy part, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and he's like, I say we need a new member in Judgment Day, but Finn keeps jumping down my throat, and Finn instantly like,
I had somebody say my name. Yada yada yada.
Yeah, and he starts talking about how soon it's going to be 3 members of Judgment Day in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Because there'll be
Liv's already
there. He's going to qualify for his, and if Raquel can beat Roxanne.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll handle my business. You handle your business. Like, oh, I can handle my business if you can handle your business. So that
was it was a bunch of once again Finn just being a jackass.
And
and
then as he's walking away, he kind of walks away and then kind of steps backwards as like, and no new members.
Yeah. Because they're totally not. Once again, they have Finn Balor, they've got Dominic, and Appleboy.
Carlito.
Appleboy. Have we seen him in an actual match?
We've discussed that a couple times.
I don't think he's had a single match since he's been back.
Our babies. The babies.
I'm pretty sure he's only been Appleboy the entire time. I don't think he's been in a single.
I'm sorry, guys. I freaking love them.
Not even tag team. He's
done a couple tag teams.
Has he? Has he been in a match, or has he been Appleboy? I don't think he's been.
It's like your steroid bunnies, but
I don't think he's been in a single match.
Appleboy.
He's only been on the sidelines, eating his apples, spitting in people's faces.
Exactly.
I don't think he's been in a single match. It's always been.
I'll look that up.
It's always been Finn, Dominic, and JD, and he's just on the sideline.
But anyway, we do need to try to run through this. Like I said, I'm not trying to run through it like super fast, but trying to make sure we have enough time to get through everything we want to do.
Yeah, but we have AJ Styles versus Dom.
And Dom's getting his ass whooped.
Oh yeah.
I mean, AJ is cleaning his clock.
It's not even, like we said, not even close. But then Carlito interferes.
He pushes, AJ's getting ready to go up for his, I can't remember what it's called right off of my head, the forearm.
The flying forearm.
And Carlito pushes the rope.
Causes him to slip, yeah. And then Carlito slips down beside the ring and starts eating that goddamn apple.
Come on, babies.
You know what? If that's all, he's probably in great shape because it seems all he fucking eats is apples. He never has to go to the doctor ever again.
An apple a day keeps the doctor
He
away?
has 10 apples a day. He has never been to the doctor a day in his life.
Probably not.
But, and then it turns around for Dom. He starts kind of getting his ground, but again, AJ just
knocks his ass out.
And then you had Braun Breaker show up.
Oh yeah, after the match, after AJ wins.
And what was great is he tries to spear AJ, and AJ just kind of moves out of the way, and Dom just gets nailed.
Oh yeah. He gets that ISO speed treatment. Just splitting
They're still talking about that.
Yeah. 300 million views or some shit like that.
They're still talking about that.
Yep.
And that's been, 2 weeks ago now or something?
2-3 weeks ago, yeah. He got Dom.
He got split in half. He's like, I ain't never going back.
Yep.
I'm never going back to Royal Rumble. Nope. I'm gonna be up in the seats. I'm gonna be up in the nosebleed. He's like.
But yeah, Dom gets speared.
They're not even gonna know I'm there.
Dominic gets speared in half, and then AJ chucks Breaker outside of the ring. Breaker tries to get back in and gets a forearm to the face.
Yeah.
And then to top it all off, Breaker takes off his shirt, throws it into the ring, and AJ catches it. And then just throws it on the ground. Just
we know this match is coming.
Yeah.
We don't have an official announcement, but
like Michael Cole said, Breaker got embarrassed and humiliated Because it would, like I said, it would have been one thing if, he just got tossed outside of the ring, hit, whatever. But the shirt catch, that was just disrespectful. AJ didn't even have to do that. I don't even know if that was planned or not. I feel like he just, like...
A reaction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you
Quick
threw it at
reaction.
me, so...
Yeah.
Type thing. Like, sometimes it's not a thought. He might have been told to let it hit your face. But when
Well,
you're told...
wasn't it-
Hold on. But I'm saying, you might have been told let it hit you or whatever. But when you just, like...
Well, no. He didn't even throw it at him. It was, like, down here. And AJ, like, ducked down to grab it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was disrespectful. Completely unnecessary, and I love it.
But anyway, then you had American Made backstage talking their crap. How they beat up the War Raiders and they left them laying in the middle of the ring. But you didn't get the titles, dummies!
Yeah,
Yeah.
once again,
Like-
they were laughing about it. Like, are y'all actually brain dead? Are y'all stupid? Don't answer that question. It's rhetorical. They probably don't even know what that word means.
And then
Exactly.
Ivy is like, I gotta go and win a championship.
Yeah, because Master Gable said he wants gold around our waist by the time he gets
So-
back, blah, 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 blah.
And Dakota Kai shows up, kind of walking to the ring.
And they start
And she's like, Ivy's like, I'm going to destroy you, whatever she says to her. And Dakota's like, I beat little pipsqueaks up like you before. Better than you.
Yeah. Or as Google Docs like to say,
Please do not.
beat little Pip, squeeze like her before, far better than her.
Again, let me explain this to you. When I'm trying to watch the show, it is super hard sometimes to type everything and still try to keep up with what they're saying. So therefore, it's blah 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 as I'm trying to watch the match. And yeah,
It just comes up with whatever it feels like.
Google Docs decides, oh no, you didn't say that. You said we like to fart in the middle of the river, in the back of a train, on a bus. And they're like, what?
Yeah. Anyway, then we get to Ivy versus Dakota, #1 contenders for the tag team, or not the tag team, the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Which was actually pretty good.
It was a
like
great-
I said,
It was
Ivy
a
and
pretty
Dakota
straightforward
gave
match.
it all.
It was a great back and forth match. Lots of pinfalls, lots of reversals, lots of counters.
And I mean, there is any time Ivy could have pulled that out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any time. And I like I said, Ivy's a great wrestler.
Oh yeah, she is.
And it was nice. No, Thor, don't you even think about it.
Thor, don't be a goober smooch.
He was looking at the cord.
Oh, I'll continue though.
Anyway, Ivy is a good wrestler, and it was nice that the Creed brothers didn't come out to distract or anything like that. We
Yeah,
got a legit match.
I'm glad they did, because it was a great great back and forth. Plenty of counters, reversals.
And like I said, either one of them could have pulled it off.
Yeah.
I mean, Dakota Kai wound up winning, which, again, like everyone is saying, I didn't expect Dakota to win. I thought Ivy should have won. And the reason is we already had the Dakota Kai.
Come on.
You know how he is. Okay.
Well, I think this is more about the Gable situation. 'Cause like I said, and you want to know what I want? I want them to do the same thing that Otis did. They realize, hey, we're really fucking good. We don't need this jackass. Let's just go off and do our own thing.
And the thing is,
Exactly.
they were good before that, and then they got with him, and they, like, tanked themselves.
Yeah, which is, once again, why I feel like... Because
They would be
right
great
now,
pattern without tag team.
her... Ivy, she's not fighting for Ivy. She's fighting for Master Gable, which is... Why the fuck are you calling him Master? That's a whole other thing. But she's not
Because
fighting...
it's like school.
I know,
Okay.
but also... it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just telling you, it's more of a school thing than...
But anyway, Ivy's not... Once again, Ivy's not fighting for Ivy. The Creed brothers aren't fighting for the Creed brothers. They're all fighting for Master Gable.
Well, okay. Again, referring to exactly what you said. Last week or the week before when he left, what did he say? Win me gold.
I mean, us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Exactly.
So, I mean, whose side is he on? It's not there.
You want to know what the crazy thing is? I don't know what the fuck he's on about. Oh, win me gold. No, they're still just winning gold for themselves. This doesn't add anything to your career. Like, in 10, 20 years from now, when people look back on your career, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, he helped these guys get the tag team titles. And we're like, oh, this guy never had a world title or what. He might have had a world title. But you get the point.
Yeah.
They're not going to go back and look at look, he tutored these guys and helped them get tag team titles or helped Ivy get an Intercontinental Championship. They're going to be like, oh, Ivy got an Intercontinental Championship. Oh, the Creed brothers won the tag team titles.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Exactly. And then you had, as much as I hate it, I loved it just as much. Was the whole Gunther thing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I saw what he was trying to do, and it was freaking brilliant.
Yeah. He came down to the ring through the crowd.
Like Jay does.
Yeah, like, come on, guys. Yeet, and everyone's booing him.
And he's like, yeah,
simple, I get...
Simple moves.
Simple gesture for simple people.
Simpletons is what he
Yeah.
said. For just simpletons. And, it was...
And he's like, you guys should be honored to watch me perform. Because watching me wrestle in that ring is like performing Shakespeare for a dog.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean... But... And then he goes on to, like, I outclassed everybody in that ring. Yeah. And I can't argue with him.
No.
Like,
No.
You might hate Gunther, and I'm going to tell you this. Heel Gunther, face Gunther, mid Gunther, I don't care.
Whatever,
Gunther
he's
is
still a
what
good
Gunther
guy.
is, and Gunther is a beast in that ring. And if you put him in that ring, and I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not going to be mad if Jay wins, but Jay's going to have to convince me. Gunther don't have to convince me of shit.
No.
Jay has to convince me that he can beat Gunther.
Yeah, like I said.
Exactly.
And once again, like skipping ahead, Jay comes out.
Well, I don't want to get to that yet, because you had the whole thing of... We'll get to that in just a second.
Oh, right, I forget about
We had the whole thing of Pat, because he sees... The crowd is like...
We want Jay.
We want Jay, and he's like... Pat's over there.
Yeah. And then...
And Gunther's like... He just kind of gives him this look of like... Really?
Yeah, and he comes up to the...
announce table.
And he's like, I'm not going to bother asking these fans because they're all idiots or something like that. And he's like...
I'm going to ask real journalists.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you two. And you're supposed to be unbiased professional opinion. Do you truly think Jey Uso stands a chance against me at WrestleMania?
And they both instantly start backtracking.
Yeah, they're both like back up against the barricades. Like,
And-
are we actually supposed to answer this?
Yeah, are we answering this now? Like, you want our answer today?
Yeah.
Like,
Come on,
wait, hold on.
Yeah, I see.
Um,
Come on.
We can answer this, but can we have some
Yeah.
time to think about our answers?
So Pat picks up
And
the
so
mic.
what he does is he goes, Pat, give me your opinion. He throws the microphone at him.
Mhm.
And even Pat's like, and he puts his little like headset up, and he's like, how does he word it? I don't know if I have exactly how he said it.
He says,
But-
I hope he can.
Yeah.
I like a good yeet. I like a good yeet here, yeet there, yeet everywhere. So, I hope he can beat you at WrestleMania. And Gunther just gives him this glare. And you can hear Mike on the commentator's desk like, you're going to get us both killed.
You said enough. Sit down.
Yeah.
you said it.
And then as I assume Gunther was about to like beat the do something not good to them, and then you hear Jay's music hit, and Gunther climbs in the ring, and Pat gets up on the table.
Starts eating.
Yep.
Like, oh my god. Pat,
And Michael is like, "You're gonna sit down. You're gonna you're gonna get us both killed." And then Jay runs down to the ring. They start fighting.
And then we had Pierce's other.
Yeah, he actually comes out for a second time in the same show. It was kind of incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the thing is, you know, you had them fighting. They wound up pulling him off. Gunther slides out of the ring after Jay beats him up for a couple seconds. He slides out of the ring and starts walking up the ramp. And he's got this.
Hush.
He's got this like dumbass smile on his face, like he's accomplished something. Dude, you just slid out of the ring on Jey Uso. You talk about, again, taking nothing away from Gunther, but you talk about how big of a badass you are.
Yeah. And once again, I feel like this is over these next 61, 63, 61, 60 whatever days, they really have to show what Jey Uso can do.
Yep.
They can't, you know, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't have a single match until WrestleMania. But
Yep.
I feel like he needs to have.
And like I said, and I said it earlier, you don't have to convince me Gunther can beat Jay.
He's already done it.
I already believe that. 1,000,000,000%.
He's already done it, what, 2-3 times now?
I believe that.
Yeah.
Gunther is a god in that ring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think there's anybody on the current roster that can come neck and neck with him and beat him on a regular basis. I mean, yeah, he's been beaten.
The only one I could think of is Damian Priest. And even then...
Again, like I said...
That's a 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, all out, no hole, you know, everything stripped away, punch for punch, kick for kick, blow for blow, all that. Gunther wins hands down.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, like I said, heel or face, Gunther's a beast.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When he says he's the ring general, salute your general, man, because I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. But
anyway...
I'm really interested to see where that goes.
I am too. Then you had backstage Liv talking to, or backstage Kelly, I think is what it is. Backstage talking to Liv and Raquel, asking him, hey, you know, everybody's seen the footage. What do you guys think? Did you guys attack? And they're like, we're
not talking about that, you know. It's like, even if we did, would we feel bad about it? No, because, you know, that's just what happens when you get in our way.
Yeah.
But you're, like, they don't deny it. They don't admit to it, because, once again, it's not them.
I 100% do not believe it.
It was Naomi. It's just, it's so obvious. But anyway.
Stevie Wonder could see it.
Yeah. It's Naomi.
As we have come to say, Stevie Wonder can see that.
Yeah.
But then you had, and this really pissed me off, the Pete Dunne versus Penta.
Yeah.
Like, it was a good match. I'm not saying it was Penta's best, but it was good.
Yeah.
And then you had dumbass Kaiser show up.
Yeah. And once again, like, they're just...
They're heading to a three-way.
Yeah.
We know this is coming. This is an obvious...
A triple threat.
Yeah.
Not what you said.
A three-way. Fatal three-way, fatal four-way, whatever. Anyway,
yeah.
Kaiser... what I say out of context and twist it to your own perverted means.
I'm not twisting anything. You're just saying things. Anyway, Kaiser comes down there. He's
just standing there for a while.
And then he gets up on the ring apron, distracts Penta. You know, Dunn hits him from behind, and then Dunn and Kaiser start bickering, which lets Penta get the win. And then Kaiser attacks Pinto. He attacks
Please do not. Oh, damn, I love that.
He attacks Pinto after the match. And then Pete attacks Kaiser. And then Pizza attacks Bulls.
Stop reading what it says. Know what it says.
Penta attacks both of them outside of the ring. Does a flying...
Does his, like, flying leap thing that
Yeah.
all luchadors do.
Yeah, out of the ring. Knocks them both down. And like we said, it's going to become a triple threat. That's just where it's going.
And then you had Jay backstage, you know, asking him, like, you know, now that he's Royal Rumble winner, he's chosen his path. You know, what does he plan on doing? He's like, you know, I'm the Royal Rumble winner. I'm gonna go and beat him and not Kathy Kelly. What are you talking about?
The lady.
Oh, Kathy.
Oh, I was right. Kathy Kelly is like, well, I've heard a lot of superstars are doubting you backstage. And Jay is like, they want to doubt me? Let them doubt me. I'm this year's Royal Rumble winner. You know, everybody's saying I can't go off, I can't do it on my own, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to beat Gunther at WrestleMania, and I'm going to walk out your new World Heavyweight Champion.
Like I said, and I said this before, and I will say it again, I want Jay to win, but he's got to prove to me he can do it. Mm-hmm. I already know Gunther can do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said, during their match at Saturday Night Main Event, he was this close. So many times. He just has to get this much better. You know?
Yeah, and then you had the War Raiders promo, which they were 100% in the right.
Oh yeah, they said, you know, American made, you're everything you say you are. You know, you're young, you're athletic, you're hungry. But last week, you didn't get the job done. You attacked us with our own titles, but we're still tag team champions. And next time we get in the ring...
they made the comment of, you beat us with our own belts, you left us in the middle of the ring holding our belts high above your head, but you didn't get the job done.
Yeah.
We're still the champ. Yeah.
We're still the champions. And next time we get in a ring together, it's going to be war. Which, why the fuck do they get another shot?
I agree. But...
Exactly.
I guess that's... the thing is, too, what a lot of people are saying is... And this is a problem, too, that I'm seeing. Hold on, guys. I gotta get comfortable here. This is a problem I'm seeing is there's not a lot of, like, tag teams.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of talk that Triple H is not big into the tag teams. He wants to keep the division, but he's not, like, putting all...
Yeah. Well, most of his focus is on the singles.
Yeah. Which is great.
Yeah, that makes sense, I feel like, you know.
But if you're going to do the singles thing, you need to build the tag team up, too. If you're going to have all three of these tag titles, and I mean NXT... And now we're getting Evolve, and there's talk of them getting titles.
Isn't there technically two? Isn't there two tag team titles?
In the men's. In the women's, there's only one for all three.
Oh.
Which I feel like, if we're going to do the women thing like that, why are we not doing the men's like that?
Honestly, I feel like, yeah, because wait, who are the two tag? Oh, right, because it's DIY and the War Raiders.
And then you have, in NXT, it's, Braxium.
Yeah.
I had to think of, like, the name.
Yeah.
Which we are going to start covering NXT in the next couple weeks. Probably next week, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, I think we were planning on doing it this week.
But then shit happened.
Well, it's not till tonight.
Oh, that's right.
I think we're planning on doing... I think we're doing them on Thursdays, though.
Yes.
Because Wednesday, we are going to keep our random day on Thursday.
Yeah.
So, we are going to be a day behind when it comes to NXT, but we really want to keep our Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because
tomorrow we get to have fun. Anyway.
But yeah, so we had that, and then it got to the Raquel versus Roxanne, which I did not. This was off. Again, I hate this WWE. We do not get all the stuff that they get internationally. They had a screw up.
Oh.
And I guess it was Lillian was Raw last night. And I didn't. They didn't say it was, but they're saying it was Lillian Garcia. Messed up when Roxanne came to the ring.
Yeah.
And this was internationally. She came down the ring while we were at a commercial.
Yeah.
She said Roseanne Perez. And everybody was wondering if they had changed her name, but then later on and earlier in the day, they called her Roxanne.
Yeah.
And not Roseanne. So it was a mess up. So everybody's calling like, Lillian, you're better than this. And so it's a thing, and I want to bring it up because, again, like I said, I hate that we don't get a lot of this content. I may have to go find this content
Exactly.
other places. If one group of people is going to get it, I think we all should get it.
Yeah.
I agree, but that's really just a matter of video. It's a whole bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. But anyway, yeah.
But, you know, it was...
Raquel versus Roxanne is getting her ass whooped.
Yeah, Roxanne was...
I mean, she had a few good shots here and there, but as we all expected, Raquel was just dominating her, just overpowering her 90% of the match.
But you know what? Raquel is big and powerful. But I truly think that they're on the main roster, and just little bits that I've seen and what I've kind of heard.
Yeah.
Roxanne is a face. Like
that makes sense.
They're kind of like they're not going boom, train wreck into it.
Yeah.
But I think they're
Exactly.
sliding under everything and going, hey, look, you know, type movement.
I feel like that's a very sudden, weird decision, considering the entire time we've seen her up until this point, she's been a heel, and she was smacking Raquel across the face during her match, like several times.
But the thing is, I don't think she's going to come out of an Elimination Chamber winner, for one.
No, obviously not.
I think it's going to be...
a wake-up call?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, she goes into Elimination Chamber, because this is her first Elimination Chamber ever. She's going to get her ass whooped. I mean, Liv Morgan, Bianca, and Naomi.
Well, we're going to get to that in a second.
Well, I'm just saying, like she's getting her ass whooped. But yeah.
But then,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bianca and Naomi come down
They
and
attack
Liv Morgan.
which lets Raquel get the win with just a roll-up.
Well, you mean Roxanne.
Roxanne, yes.
Because Raquel gets distracted
Yeah.
because they're attacking Liv, and that's her...
Her she's the bodyguard, so her client? I don't fucking know. Her master, whatever weird-ass thing you want to call it.
But,
And you know, this is... I want to bring this up. It's not really important to the match, but it's kind of important in general. They were talking about it during the match, is like, you know, Liv just thinks that Raquel is there for her. To help Liv win the Elimination Chamber. Like, if she had gone and won this match and got into the Elimination Chamber, she was just there to help Liv Morgan win. And they were bringing it up, you know, what if Raquel wants to win this thing? What if she wants to go and main event WrestleMania? Which we're obviously not going to see that, but I felt like it was interesting.
yeah.
Exactly.
Because once again, that tension, that fissures, the cracks in the Judgment Day.
Yeah, are those cracks? Or are those like gaping holes?
Both.
anyway,
so now we have...
But then they have Liv. She throws Liv. They throw Liv into the ring. They like pick her up, and Raquel pulls
her out,
and they both run off through the crowd.
Yeah.
Type thing.
So now we have Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez in the Elimination Chamber. That's gonna be pretty good.
It is. We got, what, a week from Saturday.
Yeah.
So we still got a little over a week. And then we had Seth Rollins backstage, and he's like, yeah, Finn's saying he needs this win, but I need it more.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Elimination Chamber. I'm going to win the Royal Rumble, or I'm going to win Elimination Chamber, and I'm going to go face Cody at WrestleMania and get the title, which...
That's what everybody says.
Yeah, I mean, come on, we've heard that one 1,000 times. But then Cross steps in. I love, again, freaking Cross. I love Cross because he is just phenomenal. Everything he says is super cryptic, but yet when you figure it out, which is not hard, but he's like, Sammy, you say you're gonna see that you see because I know. You can keep your eyes on your good friends.
Yeah.
Seth,
Yeah, it says, I know you're going to see this because I know you keep a close eye on your good old friend Seth Rollins here.
But try to wrap your head around this delirious mindset your friends all have. Jay thinks he's going to beat Gunther at Mania. And the look that he gives, he's like shaking his head. He's like...
Yeah, okay.
Which... I'm sorry. I agree. Like I said, if Cross is right, you think Jay is going to beat Gunther? Really? Like, yeah. I love Jay. I love the yeet, okay, yeet, fantastic. But fist to fist, you don't think a prayer, buddy. Yeah. Sit the fuck down.
Like I said, when it comes to that match, Jay is going to have to give the performance of his life, and he has to get momentum. Because if he can get flying between those ropes, doing his super kicks, his high flying, I think he can beat him. Like I said,
but he's gonna, like I've said,
he's gonna have to convince.
He's gonna earn that.
Yes, it's not gonna be. It is going to be by the skin of his damn teeth.
And I think if they give him, I know it's gonna sound bad, but I think if they basically hand him that title, I'm gonna be more pissed.
Yeah, it has to be a fight. Like I said, he has to.
I know this sounds bad, but maybe you'll disagree with me. But I don't want Jay to come out unscathed.
No,
I want him beaten. I want him broken. I want him bloody. I want him
at the end of the match when he wins that title. I want him to barely be able to stand.
Yes.
I want him to have to
bust it open. I don't mean to sound bad, but I know this sounds bad, but I want the blood. I want to see
how far he's willing to go.
Yeah.
Like he has to win by the skin of his teeth. By the end of the match, when that bell rings and the ref comes to hand him his title, he stumbles, he falls. And then he picks himself back up, blood on his face, arms shaking.
But I think the cool part, if it happened, and I'm not saying it is, but I think it'd be fantastic, and it'd be a nice way to transition. Say he's in the middle of that ring and he's beaten to death. Like, I mean, this man has just won the title, and he's laying there in the middle of the ring, can barely even stand, like you said. The ref goes handing the title, and he, falls over. And I know it's going to sound horrible, but you know what should happen?
Gunther helps.
Gunther picks him up and holds him up with the title. And as he's, walking out of the ring, be like, good job. Oh. Like, you took everything I had. You took everything I had, and you still came out on top.
Yep. I'd love to see that.
I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice because I think that needs to be the path Gunther takes. Is maybe not always the biggest heel, but not always the biggest face either.
Yeah, because I think the closest we got to that was him versus Cody, and Cody got him with a roll up. Like he didn't he beat Gunther, but he didn't beat Gunther, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And then, he gets to... Cross is like... And Seth thinks he's going to go out there and qualify for Elimination Chamber, and then go to Elimination Chamber and beat the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we all know who the hell he's talking about. Like I said, Stevie
John
Wonder.
Cena, the entitled fucking prick.
Yeah. And Sammy, you think you can beat Kevin Owens in the situation you're in? You can barely stand up out there, with your neck and whatnot.
He should have had to work for what he got.
All right. I love that you're talking. We really got to get through this. We have like an hour, and I know how we are.
Yeah. I know how you are.
But there's always more time to turn things around. TikTok.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can go on to WrestleMania. So, like I said, Cross is... You always wonder what...
What is he... what the hell is he doing?
What gears are turning in Cross's head.
None of them are good. I can tell you that much.
Nope.
None of them are good.
Like I said, I know it sounds horrible. But... I've got to be more of a Cross fan within probably the past couple months than I ever was before. And it's because I watched the Shotzi and Scarlett and see him as a human being rather than...
this mysterious jackass.
But he's still freaking great.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to say he's not great.
I love his cryptic stuff.
He plays his character perfectly.
And then you had the EO promo, which was... She said a lot of very good stuff in there. She said a lot of it in Japanese, I guess. So I had to go back and watch. This is one I had to go back and watch.
But she says, years ago, she was champion on top of the world. Now that she's no longer champion, her path isn't so clear. But the match with Rhea is the only opportunity she needs. She says that she respects Rhea. She knows her better than she knows herself. Every time they've crossed paths, no matter what she'd do to her, she stood victorious. Pushed Rhea again and again, and she's going to beat her and go on to WrestleMania. She's getting her championship back.
Like I said, I don't think they're going to give her the title.
No, not a chance.
I really do not. I love EO. I've watched EO through all of her stuff. Mm-hmm. When she was Io Shirai, what she was in NXT, what she was, everywhere else she's been. Mm-hmm. But I just do not think they're going to take the title off Rhea. Rhea's my girl, man. Heel or face, I might not have always supported her, but I've always fucking loved Rhea. And I think you know that. Yeah. I didn't like her with Dom. I freaking hated her when she was with Dom, the whole mommy thing. But yet, I still liked Rhea. I didn't want to not like Rhea. And I was struggling with that.
Yeah.
It's like, I freaking love Rhea. She just get rid of stupid Dom. And then when again, 2 balls, 1 foot. It was freaking beautiful.
They're still talking about that.
It was beautiful. But yeah.
And then
the Boo Day comes out to the ring.
They are hollering about them now too.
Oh yeah. They showed the clip of more of what happened last week.
Since we didn't get to see half a second. And they're attacking Ray. They
put a chair around his ankle.
They smash his ankle against the turnpost.
Yeah, I mean, they did all kinds of...
And then, they're like, you should be thanking us, because we could have done so much worse.
Well, they started off with the Big E stuff. You boo us because we called Big E out on fact. We said that he's no good and he's lazy. You're mad because we said it to our friend. You guys don't know him like we do. Mm-hmm. And come on.
And then they started. You should be thanking us that we didn't hurt Rey Mysterio more. You should be thanking God. You should be down on your hands and knees thanking us because we didn't do worse to Rey Mysterio.
And then Kofi starts with the y'all cheer him because what? He's the greatest luchador of all time because he's a Hall of Famer. Let me tell you something. I actually looked this up. Okay, Kofi says he has won more championships than Rey. Now, technically, Rey has been a lot of other places. Kofi brings that up, that he has spent almost 19 years in WWE.
Yeah.
Or WWF, WWE, same thing, but whatever. In this company. And Rey has been everywhere else, which is true. But...
Okay.
Okay. Which is true. Kofi has won 23 titles for a total of over 1,500 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But in all the places Rey has been, from Mexico to WCW to WWE, everything, he has won 26 titles. But here's the thing, like I said, 1,500 days is what Kofi has had.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is the part we already talked about, so we're going to go down this road in a second. Rey has had just WWE titles, which is like 23.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Over 2,000 days. And I stopped counting at 2,000.
Yeah.
He probably has at least another 200 to 300 days in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're at 23. But he still held the title for more days. So again, it's not a matter of how many times you've won the match.
It's a matter of
how many days have you held that title. And two, you got to look at this. Still, if he's been champion 23 times and Rey has been champion 23 times, whatever, in WWE, or 22 times, whatever it was.
That still means you both lost like 20 fucking times.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
I could be champion, and again, I know we've talked about this before. You wanna go into wrestling, you wanna do all this stuff, whether you do kickboxing, whether you do UFC, whatever, I don't care. Point is, I know going into this, you can be a champion, but it's not a matter of whether you win or lose. It's you better keep winning.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Like Roman Reigns, for instance, I understand the number of the days, and that's kind of where we're going, but I don't mean to go that path.
Mm-hmm.
When you've been a champion, the length of time, defend your title first off.
yeah.
Exactly.
But if you haven't lost your title and you're defending it every week, or every month even,
Mm-hmm.
out there, and you're defending it every month, and you keep it for 3 years,
Yeah.
Unlike the new thing WWE is doing where, oh, well, we're going to have them wrestle like once every 1.5, 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're gonna
exactly.
cheat to win because they're little bitches.
Well, even the faces. I mean, like, look at Rhea.
Yeah.
I mean, and then they talk about, how they showed mercy to Rey, how, that Kofi's been there for the 19 years, and he should be the locker room leader. He's got more.
Yeah, we're
in.
lucky we didn't take him out back and give them the old Yeller treatment.
Oh, man, and then, that crowd blew up.
That's what everybody's going off about right now on TikTok.
Yeah,
and on Instagram.
We gave him a few extra pancaking days.
Yeah. Well, is that what it...
Yeah, a few extra pancaking days at home with his wife.
Vacation days at home with his wife.
No, it's pancaking days. He's going home and making pancakes.
That almost fits with New Day. That's kind of funny.
We did it for you. You should thank us all for that. You should all be down on your hands and knees praying to God. Thank you for the New Day. And then obviously, LWO gets tired of hearing their bullshit and they show up and they start, they say a few things. He says something in Spanish. He's like, I know you probably don't know what I just said, but I'm going to make it real simple for you. New Day sucks! And then they go and beat their asses.
And you know what? They New Day goes up the ramp, and I even made a joke about it because what's his name? I know his name.
Xavier?
No, well Xavier does it, but it's crap. The one that always wears a hat.
You're asking the wrong guy about names.
I can't think of his name.
But
he takes the hat and he crumbles it all up and throws it on the floor. And I'm like, woo! Big boy, he crushed a hat. Yeah. Yay!
Exactly.
But yeah, Bianca, and then we go backstage with Bianca and Naomi talking about Hollywood and Raquel.
Why do you have to?
Because it's funny, okay?
We're not going by what my guys. I do not talk like this. I swear. I mean,
yes, sure you do, buddy.
I think you all understand the words that I say.
But anyway, Bianca and Naomi are backstage with
Kathy
Kelly, talking about Liv and Raquel. They're not done yet. That the Elimination Chamber might as well be a handicap match because they're going to be beating Liv's ass.
They're going to beat everybody, and as long as it gets down to
one on one, they're good.
They're good, yeah.
Exactly.
And then and then we go to one of us will go to WrestleMania, and we'll face Rhea Ripley. Or wait, we can't look past Io. It could be Io.
Yeah, because they have a match after Elimination Chamber.
So
they
It could be whatever.
And we also find out that they have a tag team title match against Liv and Raquel next week, I believe, right?
Yeah, well, I got that down later too because I got all the rundown of. But then we get to the Seth and Finn match,
and it was great. It was a great main event.
Yeah, it was. It was a very good match.
Wow.
Yeah, there was so much back and forth. Great counters, great reversals. Finn working on Seth's ribs, Seth working on Finn's knee. Phenomenal back and forth. But at the end of the day, Seth Rollins wins it. So now at the Royal Rumble, we have Priest, Logan, Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins, and the winner faces Cody Rhodes.
Which, like I said, we already know he's facing Cody because Jay.
Yeah, Jay faces Gunther.
So next week we have Dakota versus Lyra for the Intercontinental Championship,
and we have the
women's tag match, which is Raquel and Liv
versus Bianca and Naomi.
And then we can run through this pretty quick, which we will be early so we can bring up anything else we want to talk about, which we are going to bring up at least one thing, and we're going to go ahead and let you read it. You already know what I'm talking about. WrestleMania Weekend Rundown is going Friday, April 18th, SmackDown. Saturday, April 19th, Stand and Deliver, NXT. And
Night 1 of WrestleMania, April 20th. Night 2 of WrestleMania, Monday, April 21st. And Monday Night Raw.
You shut up.
No, I won't. It's great.
Anyway.
I love the typos.
And then we did get an announcement, and I don't know if I don't care, but I figure throw it out there. John Cena will be on the international tour for the Raw when they go international. He'll be in Brussels March 17th, which is a Raw, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Glasgow, which is March 24th, and London, which is March 31st. So we do have those for John Cena. So, and then Now, everybody's saying that he is signed, but yet nobody can figure out an official confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
But Scott Steiner's son, Brock,
Mm-hmm.
supposedly has signed a WWE contract. They don't have a time frame when he's going to be in. They don't know anything. They literally have a picture of him like sitting there with a WWE shirt on and saying he officially signed the contract, but yet nobody can find out officially. Okay.
That'd be dope.
But
I know.
Again, I watch. I watch wrestling. I do my own stuff, and like any other news and rumor stuff, I watch some of the other YouTubers, Twitch streamers, whatever. And Wrestling Days, which is one I watch. He said, "Could you imagine if Brock, you have Brock and Braun Breaker, you have the Breaker brothers. Let's sign it tomorrow."
Exactly.
Honestly, that'd be like I said. My opinion, I don't think there's a tag team except maybe the War Raiders who would be able to touch them. Like
Right.
Braun Breaker is all I know he calls himself this and therefore he shouldn't be allowed to be called this, but he's a badass. There's a reason, there's a reason that ISO Speed getting speared in half by him has the most views out of anything WWE has ever put out. He is a monster in that ring. He's powerful, he's fast as hell, he's athletic. If his brother is even half as good as him, and I'm willing to bet he's just as good, if not better, I don't know if there's a single tag team, minus maybe the War Raiders, that could touch them. Now, I don't know if they're going to be a tag team champion, because that doesn't seem like something they'd want to do. I feel like they'd both want to have their own careers. Mm-hmm. But if they do go under the Breaker Brothers, first of all, A+ fucking name. Just
Yep.
great name.
Well, because you had the Steiner brothers, but they're not really brothers. They more or less be, what, cousins?
Yeah.
Something
But
like
either
that.
way.
But you send them in and you call them brothers. I mean, they've done worse.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had brothers who aren't really... And
Kane and Undertaker.
Kane and Undertaker, for one. But I'm going to go even one worse, and you might know, we had the Dudley Boys.
Yeah.
They call
Yeah.
themselves brothers. And not that I'm not prejudiced by any stretch of the imagination, but you had Bubba Ray, white as white, and Devon, black as black.
Yeah.
And then you had Spike, who was like the size of your mom. If you've ever seen pictures of Spike Dudley.
Yeah.
He was like your mom's size. His arms were like this big around type stuff. I mean, it was bad. But
Yeah.
they were like
He was.
three complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And I know there's only two ends of the spectrum, but
They made a third.
They made a third. You had the little bitty
Exactly.
guy, you had the heavyset white guy, and you had the big black guy. And they were like,
We're brothers.
we're all brothers.
Yeah.
Which,
Brothers from another mother. But
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. Like I said.
so, I mean, they've done worse.
Yeah.
So to
Yeah.
call them brothers would not be completely out of the
Yeah.
question.
Like I said,
No.
Breaker Brothers, A+ name, S+ tag team if they decide to go that route. I don't think they will, because like I said, I feel like they both want to have their own careers, and I feel like they both don't want to be... they technically wouldn't be tied to their family name if they go with Breaker Brothers, but still, I feel like they'd want to have their own careers.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it'd be much more interesting, because I could be wrong, but I feel like they probably have fairly similar styles of wrestling. I could be completely wrong. I've never seen them.
I've never seen him wrestle either.
But I imagine they have somewhat...
There's even talk we might get him on Evolve.
I feel like that's a...
But if he's up and coming, he needs to start with Evolve.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But okay, we're gonna throw this out here real quick since we did kind of run through this a little bit early. We're gonna try to shoot for like another 15-20 minutes here, and then call it something we brought up on the stream that kind of failed with the mic. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this up now. Marvel Studios is reportedly eyeing The Rock to play Apocalypse in the new MCU.
I feel like this is stuff we should bring up tomorrow. Simply because this is a, WWE...
Well, it's still wrestling.
I guess so. But yeah, The Rock, he's not a good actor. He's not a good actor. I'm sorry. If you think he is, you're simply wrong. He has one character in every single movie. The big tough guy. That's it. Yep. There is no nuance. There's no character development. There's no nothing.
You want to see him as the nerdy guy behind the counter?
Yes! Please, for the love of God, let me see that. I'm so tired of Rock showing up, big tough guy. That's it. He has one mode.
Exactly.
Okay, you want one mode? Then fine. I'll give you one mode. You want to read or should I? Enjoy.
We're not going over the Chelsea Green thing again. No.
Oh, yes.
No.
Because it didn't get put on. Then I'll read it.
Yes, it did.
It didn't get put on.
What do you mean?
That was the stream that cut.
No, it went on.
Did it?
Yep, that was the stream that cut. We had all them streams cut. We weren't getting Mike, remember?
No, we were just talking about the...
This was our random. I said I want to bring it up before the comic books.
Oh, that's... Fine. Give it here.
Last Friday, we had the wedgie in the middle of the ring on Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green decided to give an official statement.
Let me
Yeah. So here it goes. This is, well, I'll let you read it.
This is from Chelsea Green, like her official Twitter account, account, whatever the hell you want to call it. From the office of Chelsea Green, the first ever Women's United States Champion, February 15th, 2025. Dear concerned citizens, nobody's concerned about her. On the evening of Friday, February 14th, 2025, the defendant, or as I say, the culprit, Nasty Naomi, orchestrated a premeditated, juvenile, and inhumane act on your United States champion. I don't think it was premeditated. I think it was just her having fun. But anyway. Earlier today, my cabinet and I, meaning her and Piper Nivens, held an emergency vote in jurisdiction with Code 4292 of the Penile Agreement. Is this a real fuck? I feel like she's just making shit up.
I think she is too. But
you know what? No. We're gonna find this out.
Oh no! We're just wrong.
Penile Agreement. If it'll work, if a legal agreement between a defendant and a prosecutor in a criminal case. Oh, okay, so it is a real thing. Fair enough, I suppose. Anyway. Earlier today, my cabinet and I held an emergency vote in jurisdiction with Code 4292 of the Penile Agreement, and a unanimous vote of 99-1. She didn't get that many people to vote for her. But anyway. I hereby ban the use of wedgies during professional wrestling matches. Any further use of said move can and will result in permanent banishment from my ring. It's not her ring. To my loyal followers of our beloved nation, I will not stand for this tyranny. That's not what tyranny means. Please rest assured you may continue to pledge your allegiance to Chelsea Green. Nobody does that, except Piper, I guess. With the utmost confidence, this will be my final comment on this matter. Look, guys. I don't even pledge allegiance to the United States. I sure as shit am not pledging my allegiance to Chelsea Green.
Here's the thing, guys. I think it's funny. And I do this to poke fun at them on a regular basis.
She's a joke.
Okay. But it's funny to watch because Chelsea comes out there and she's so... What's the word I'm looking for?
An embarrassment?
It's not the word I was
looking for. Like genuine.
Not the word I was
no,
looking
it
for.
is the word you're looking for because she's genuinely an We keep talking about how the women's division on the main roster isn't as good as on NXT. Do I need any more proof?
No.
Hear me out.
No. You've said enough.
Chelsea Green, I think, is great for the story. Okay?
I disagree wholeheartedly.
I do too.
I'm going to tell you this. I love her story. Do I think she's a great wrestler? 100% no.
At least Roman was a good wrestler. He was just a bitch. She's just bad.
If it wasn't for Piper, she wouldn't even have the title.
Exactly.
If it wasn't for Piper, she wouldn't have the title.
At least Roman, could win titles on his own. He wouldn't have kept it for 3 years.
No,
but still.
Need Piper Niven.
Anyway. I think that's about it for today, unless you have anything else you want to add.
I do not. But I am going to say this. We are going to be on tomorrow.
Yes, Eating Bean Boozled. It's going to be great.
I'm taking tomorrow off.
No, he's not. Anyway, guys, if you've made it this far in the stream, go ahead and give us a follow so you get notified whenever we go live. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good jazz. If you want to chat with us about wrestling or comic books, you can go ahead and join our Discord. If you want to support us, make this channel better, you can donate to us with the link in the About section. It's literally just a big red button that says donate, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, wherever that is, somewhere on the screen here. Anyway.
Is it on the screen?
I don't think so. It's in the About section. Anyway, we're gonna be on tomorrow, but that's about it for now. I'm Telfari.
I'm CK.
Knight Rider.
And we'll see you all next time.
See ya.